Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the General Propaganda Count Calorie. This vinyl figure comes to us from the good folks over at Popaganda. On the side, it's blood sugar crunch, an excellent source of childhood diabetes. Free inside a glucometer in every box. If I turn around the top of the box, it is actually a very large box, as you can see right here. On the top of the box, Count Calorie from Faker. Warning, this is not a toy, ages 18 and up. This is a highfalutin fine art collectible, and on the side is actually this is interesting. On the side of the box, serving size 1 cup, 30 grams. Calories, a lot. Calories from fat, tons. Total fat, plenty. Saturated fat, lots. Trans fat, fair amount. Polysaturated fat, lots. Monosaturated fat, lots. Cholesterol, plenty. Sodium is ample. Potassium, surprisingly, is only 0%. Total carbohydrates is tons. Dietary fibers, fair amount. Sugars is plenty. Other carbohydrates, a lot. And all probably the suitable ingredients that you would need are 0%. All the crucial minerals are 0%. Let's see here. What else we got? Sugar, high fructose corn syrup, cornstarch, food starch modified, salt, artificial flavored cocoa, processed with alkali. It says recommended by consumers with a short shelf life. And then on the back, this is probably the coolest aspect. On the back, it says Transylvania Eat. It says Crave from the Grave. Limited edition, designer, sculpture. If I zoom in, though, you can see some of the characters that we've got here. It looks like it's Snap, Crackle, and Pop. In fact, I can see some of the boxes here. It says Yucky Children Charmer, Sugar Pows, Count Calorie, Pooh Fairy, like that, Frankenfat, Cocoa Puffed Punch, Fructose Peddlers, Sugar Diabetic Bear, and Captain Cornstarch. Of course, also, depending on when you watch this review, Spot's also done the review of Fat Tony from Sugar Frosted Fat. Love it. I just absolutely love this designed box. Oh, and also on the other side there, Count Calorie, high blood sugar sucks. Propaganda. Needless to say, what we're going to do is I'm going to take a break, I'm going to get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to get a better look at the Propaganda Count Calorie vinyl figure. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Count Calorie is a very large vinyl piece. He is staction, however, so it doesn't look as if any of the limbs move. I believe Fat Tony's arms did move, but he is a very large piece. He's comprised mostly of a lighter brown in the costume, his shoes, and as well as his cape. The expression on his face is priceless. Growing up with some of the 80s cereals, especially the Monster cereals, which Spot was always a huge fan of. This is just a real satire-inspired version of the Count. Right down to his fangs. He's a little roly-poly in the face than the Count probably that we all remember. One hand is open, perhaps about to hand a child some additional sugar. The other hand to the side there as well. As for weight, he's not specifically all that heavy. He is obviously on a mass level. He is a little larger than most vinyl figures, but at least he's not super heavy. I don't recall, as I'm looking at the count here, I don't recall if they've actually released a Frankenfat. The Franken satire version of Frankenberry would be obviously one I would love to pick up. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen one of him at all. The Tony, the Fat Tony, as well as Count Calorie, are available in most most stores or most sites that sell vinyl figures, they're obviously not a retail release figure, as these are geared more towards adult collectors. I think Big Bad Toy Store has these available as well, so if you want to click the link down below for those. I'm also going to provide the linkage if I can. I'm going to provide all the linkage down below. So if you are interested in something like this, and they are really, really neat, I'm going to put all that information down below for you guys. But he is fun. I mean, he's more as a statued piece than what you would get with most collectible items. But I think really what its draw is the mass size. Between him and Fat Tony, there are such large pieces that they look really neat and almost intimidating by having them on display for how large they are. I'm hoping, though, and if they have only approached the Count Calorie, I'm hoping they're at least going to approach the other two monsters, if anything. And if they do, Spot's going to hopefully pick those up as well. And having those three, I think, would show exceptionally well on a shelf. I love Count Calorie, but I think having a ghost and monster on the side, those three would look really neat together. As for obviously for children, I don't think this would be something you'd want to give to a child. This is more or less an art vinyl piece, suitable for adult collectors, as indicated by the box. This is something you want on display, not necessarily something you're going to play with, but this is such a fun little collectible vinyl. Very happy to have picked it up. Today's collectible spot, we're having a look at the Popaganda Count Calorie vinyl figure. As always, thank you guys for watching. Certainly stick around. Spot's going to have more collectible spots heading your way. I'll see you guys next time.